680's Richard Southern joins us. Richard, a new study finds that many of us are having serious financial struggles.
It's quite a troubling study from Angus Reid that came out this morning, Francis. Yeah, it finds a lot of Canadians, maybe more than we think, are kind of living on the edge financially. 27% of people experiencing financial hardship right now. 22% of those that are make between $50,000 and $100,000. Maybe reflective of the very expensive housing that we're seeing here, especially in Toronto. Now, of those that are struggling, 11% say they've used a payday loan type service. You know, it comes with very high interest rates. 18% have been late paying the rent or the mortgage. 24% have been unable to pay a utility bill. 25% have had to borrow money for essentials like groceries. 39% unable to buy new clothes when they're needed. A whopping 40% unable to afford dental care. Not a lot of people getting the coverage at work like they used to. And 43% unable to afford good groceries. You know, Francis, it's one of these signs that maybe indicate the economy isn't doing quite as good as the official statistics suggest when you have a lot of people living on the edge like that.
That's a reality for so many people.
Yeah.
So we are about to see a big drop in the price of gas tonight.
Bit of good news here. Gas going down 4 cents a litre tonight. That'll bring the average to $1.31.9. Of course, you'll find a better price outside the city. Fill up while you can tomorrow. The trend calling for a 2-cent increase on Thursday. And by the way, a lot of people online questioning, is this the Doug Ford promise that's bringing gas down? Not right now. This is reflective of a price of oil that has really sold off as of late, Francis.
Well, the biggest airline awards of the year were handed out today, and 2 Canadian carriers were big winners.
Yeah, indeed. Air Canada winning the award, Francis, for Best Airline in North America. Second year it's won that. Air Canada also receiving the Skytrax Award for Best Business Class within North America. We know they have a great domestic business service compared to some of the other airlines. Air Canada also winning, Francis, for Most Clean Cabin. Air Transat winning for Best Leisure Airline in the World, a big win for Air Transat there. And WestJet taking home the Skytrax Award for Best Low-Cost Carrier in North America. And you know, Francis, they rank Skytrax, all the airlines, top to bottom, best to worst. Best overall performing airline, Singapore, followed by Qatar. Air Canada was 30th, WestJet 54th on the list this year.
Not bad. I mean, you know what? Our Canadian airlines aren't too bad when you look at some of the other North American carriers. When you compare them to the world, different story. But across North America, not bad.
People like to complain, but have you been on some of the U.S. carriers? It's a different story.
Yeah. So Forbes has released its list of the highest paid actors of the past year, and the person on top made a record amount.
It's Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. Do you smell what The Rock is cooking, Francis? He's cooked up $124 million between June 2017 and June 2018. I know, it's unbelievable. And he's done it apparently thanks to some big upfront paychecks and some profit sharing for some of his big blockbuster movies. He's also reportedly received some 6-figure salaries for just posting about his films on his own social media. He's getting paid to tweet and to go on Facebook. He has this tweet out today, and it reads, "Wow, unexpected news. I don't have a Harvard MBA, but my business philosophy has been sharpened over time through failure. I have one boss I serve and connect with, the world and its people in it. I'm the dude that started with $7." So kind of a rag to riches story there with Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson.
Coincidentally, my kids have been like addicted to Jumanji for these past
one of his big
days.
movies.
I think they've watched it like 3 or 4 times, so they're helping, I guess, increase his bank account.
See, there you go. See, I wonder, how is he doing this? But he's doing a lot of these big kids movies that maybe I'm not so aware of, that he's getting a big cut of.
Absolutely. Yeah. Well, a new robot being developed could soon be delivering food and packages to your front door. So
Francis orders a pizza out in Mississauga, and this comes knocking at the door.
Creepy. I don't know if I'd answer.
It's called Agility Robotics, a U.S. startup. They're coming out with these 2-legged robots. The idea is that they could carry food or packages from delivery trucks to your door. It's that last 100 feet that delivery companies are struggling with. Maybe this little guy can help. The idea is that he could maybe in the future team up with autonomous vehicles so they can bring it to your house. He takes the package out of the truck, brings it to your front door. You know, the company says they're trying to make it look less frightening by painting it bright colors. I don't know if they've done that.
I don't know. Is there like a flat surface that your pizza box goes on, or?
Yeah, you put it in the little guy's top, and keeps it warm in there, and you get your pizza from the freaky robot.
How much do you have to tip the robot? That's what I want to know.
That's a good question. Maybe you could skip the tip on that one.
Maybe, hopefully. You've got another example of how robots are slowly displacing humans, and this one comes from the world of fashion.
Yeah, it comes from the runways out of Milan. This is Dolce & Gabbana showing off their fall collection of handbags, but they're not using models. They're using drones to carry them down the runway, Francis, and maybe shows another practical way that drones could be used to, carry things if your hands are full. Once the drones were done showing off these handbags, the human models did return to show off Dolce & Gabbana's clothes and shoes, so perhaps humans aren't totally obsolete after all.
And what happens when one of those drones flies into the audience, And
it's all fun and games until someone loses an eye with
although
a
you get to
Dolce &
keep the
Gabbana
handbag,
bag.
so that's okay.
A very expensive handbag, no less.
Thank you, Richard.
See you tomorrow.